Hey, welcome everyone. The excitement, it's in the air, and boy, and palpable. I can see by everyone. There's a lot of familiar today. Everyone wave to all those people watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm Susie McCrae from the USA, and I have the honor and privilege of introducing us all together. Throughout this journey, he has remained steadfast in his vision and mission, and it's been under unfathomable external and internal pressure. But he's remained consistent, loyal, beautiful, shared dream. How great is that? His character and integrity has remained unwavered, even in times. He taught us about being fueled for purpose and rising from the shadows to the sunrise. But you know what? So it gives me great pleasure to introduce this man I know, love, and trust, our founder. Welcome, Ash. So good to see you.
Very good to see you. I am really excited to deliver this message to you today. It is delightful to see all of you here. I'm your friend, Ash Mufareh, speaking today directly, personally, time supporter or some long time who stood on the sideways by other things, or someone quietly just watching unjust next. I want opportunity to speak to you today with perfect humility, renewed purpose. Obviously, we're at a turning point, and I believe that with all my heart, actually, that what lies ahead is worth everything it took to get, but it's style. And I wasn't sure. Honestly, I'm having a hard time, but to you with clarity and transparency all of the time. As I was preparing for this and having some bullet points and highlights, I wasn't planning about this topic on this global date. I actually made a deliberate choice not to mention anything about our situation with the SEC. I thought, now, it is no secret that this litigation has been challenging, painful, however, but for we have been presented by some of the most experienced and skilled lawyers in the country, period. Everybody could look up who's represented. Couldn't get any better team. And under they've defended the vigorously. But that has taken time, attention, resources. However, I've got to tell you, by the recent developments. In fact, I'm actually pretty excited, and I look forward to being able to give you much more complete and positive topic. Very, very tuned. I can tell you, it's a day and not so exciting for the haters. They're not having a good day. This is not what this is probably for, nightmare for them. But God is good. I have to say that up front, loud and clear. And what a victorious day. I will be addressing this on a separate day, update, live update, possibly number 2, because it's a big topic and I know you want to know more. And I'll break it down to you with what's allowed, okay, or what's productive. But I'd rather to go on track and continue initial a few things that you want to hear today. Let's begin by being completely transparent. This journey has not been easy for any of us. Long or longer than days, disappointments, and yes, we've made mistakes. I did. Some of our efforts, not as we hoped for, but some plans and some of our production and rebuilt from the ground up, totally from the scratch. As some people we trusted were not are, and they were. I take a full responsibility, obviously, for everything that has happened under my leadership, and not in shame, and someone who has learned, adapted, and committed to doing better. We built something bold, and when you build the risk, something bold is bigger, is the potential reward. It's worth it. And I some confused, waiting for a moment of clarity. This is that moment. Crystal ahead is very clear. So let's talk about the recent survey and some of the revelation and I am super excited to talk about this. Recently, we've invited to respond and participate in a private survey. 3 simple questions, no problem, just truth. And to know, are you still with us actually? We want to know. We want to feel, where do you stand? We know where we stand. Are you willing to wait? And do you believe it's time for a new vehicle to carry out our shared mission? Now, let me tell you what and what was going in my head. I'm going to share that personal thought with you. I had 3 predictions. I've told the team and on the side, behind, I've told predictions, okay, of how many people I thought would respond or would be engaged. I gave one option and one kind of like middle of the road, and one I thought was probably overly optimistic, okay? Big, medium, small, okay? Or small, medium. But what happened next me absolutely floored. And I'll explain that to you. You may realize the importance of this. You didn't just meet my print. That's okay. You've exceeded three. So small, medium, big. Bigger than the big.
Good.
I was astonished. That alone tells me you're still here and you believe and you are ready to move forward. You are forward. Go. And opener. Okay, I shared with you the answers you gave percent to his station. I will try to share with you the exact screenshot. Okay, I am conservative by telling you overnight them are 98 points. So you could say 100%. That I'm totally with you. How long it takes, I agree. And if we want to succeed, we need a new vehicle. We need a new direction. We need a new way of running and operating. That was loud and clear. I thank you for that. Respond, and to each and every one of you who responded, you've given me the mission. More fuel. I'm already pumped. Given the leader, people, they're even more motivated now. And your this journey in the first place. Let me add a little bit more to this. From your end, three simple questions. Doesn't take a genius. And the results are very obvious. Okay, most of you selected, I'm fully committed. And whatever time, and obviously new vehicle. That, but we have visible data to use that are compelling. One, here's another one. People actually took the time to select. And the number, frequency of most of you go into the survey as many as 10 times a day. The all sessions and login, it was practically a weekend and a day, right? Millions and millions logs in. Be possible after all this time.
Is he froze up, guys?
It was me.
It's
Thought it-
Few there, Ash. You froze.
Okay, no problem.
You're back.
Are we good so far?
We don't have your camera.
Your video's off.
My video's not on?
It's not
Oh.
on.
No, not on.
I have it on. Okay, let me click again.
No.
Did it work?
Not yet.
Oh, I see the screen is free. Okay. Let it refresh. That's okay. This is live.
Yeah, what you said was so powerful. It like made everyone think.
He is coming back in shortly, everyone. Please.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay now.
that's incredible data he's sharing. Very, incredible.
Are you wishing to hack the system?
Please turn on your mic, Mufareh.
You need to mute yourself as well.
Are we all good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is with live. Tech.
Mr. Mufareh, you're coming in and out.
That we can't hear you.
Hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Fine. I mean, that's actually good. Let me forgive me for this. Okay, but you may have noticed, like certain individuals who have visited with us are no longer associated with us. Don't let that distract you. Be very clear about this, and in general, any decision to distance ourselves from anyone, especially a public like somebody on the surface in a way, and especially when publicly, it is never made light. These decisions are deliberate, cautious, and made only after thorough review of what's in the best interest of the community, not just but I have to protect the community. When we speak about who was known and their departure, it is always done with one goal in mind: to protect people. Our priority is the health and of our platform, obviously, our brand. That's number one priority. Nothing personal. We do believe in transparency, but we also believe in dignity. We all respect that not everything needs rooftop. Shout in the let it go. And sometimes doing the right thing quietly is more than this. I know you're going to respect my approach to this and trust our decision. What matters is this. What matters, we are is this. Focused. We're pruning what's no longer. As we said in the ONU series, with integrity is the bottom line. when someone doesn't allow our characters, our principles, no place for us, mainly to protect the health. We cannot have a polluted the health of our community. Let's talk about the turning point now. We are obviously at a turning point from everything that happened. We are now standing on the something new. We've taken a hard look at what worked and what didn't, and what we must do differently. Rebuilding, not just as a reboot of the just to relay the refurb sticker on it, no, but as a birth of something better. Totally. Yes, we are creating a new vehicle. But Matt, we are clarifying our eyes are always the target, on laser focus on the goal, on the dream. Because is useless if it's not going anywhere meaningful. So we have to be clear on our purpose and our destination. Our dream has been always bold, okay? I think we're all bold, okay? To uplift lives, to create fairness through innovation, to okay, but a true opportunity. That's what's making the difference in our journey. We're not abandoning the dream. In fact, we are doubling with more focus, with more experience, with more energy than ever. You may not see it, but I promise you, behind the scenes, the wheels are turning. And more importantly, God is good. I have to say that up front, loud and clear. And what a victory. We'll be addressing this on a separate day, exclusive update, live update again, number 2, because it's a big topic and I know you want to know more, and I'll break it down to you with loud, okay? Productive or meaningful to you. And continue on track. Initial plan about a few things that you want to hear today. Let's begin by completely transparent. This journey has been for any of us. Yes, probably long or longer than we hoped for. We've disappointments, and yes, we mistakes. I did. Some efforts actually fell short, you know, as we hoped for. And of our actually had scrapped and rebuilt from the ground up, totally from the scratch. And the truth is, So we trusted were not who they are and who they were. Responsibility, obvious. I take a full for everything that, not in shame, but with humility and someone who adapt, doing better. We built something bold, and when you build something bold, the risk is bigger, but so potential reward. That's worth it. And I know many of you have been frustrated, some confused. You've been waiting for a moment. This is that moment. Crystal clear. The road ahead is very clear. So let's talk about the reasons, the revelation, and results about that. I am super excited to talk about this. Recently, we've invited you to respond and in a private survey. 3 simple questions. No pressure, spin, just truth. So, are you still? We want to know. We feel, where do you know where we stand? How long are you willing to wait? And are you out or shared mission? Let me tell you what we found. What was going in my head? I'm going to share a personal thought with you. I have 3 predictions. I've told the team and spoke with me behind the scenes. I've told them I had 3 predictions, okay, of how many people I thought would respond or would be engaged. I gave one low prediction on the road. I thought over optimistic. Big, medium, small, or small, medium, big. But what happened next absolutely floored. And I'll explain that to you. You may realize the importance of this. You must meet my most, but you've exceeded it times. So small, medium, big, 3 times bigger than the big. That alone tells me how you're still here and you believe and you are ready to move forward. You would go forward. You're not stuck in the past. That was an eye-opener. Okay. I shared with you the answers you gave. Over 90% of you said without, I will with you the screenshot. Okay. Conservative telling you over 90%. Some of them are 98 point something. So you could say 100% that without totally with you. I agree. We need a new, we need a new direction. We need a new way of running and operating. That was loud and I thank you for that. Respond. And to each and every one of you who responded, giving me the fuel to continue more. As you could more fuel already, but you've given the leadership team focus. We're even more motivated now. And your journey in the first, we started this. And let me add a little bit more to this. You see three simple questions. Okay, but this doesn't take a genius. And the results are very obvious. Okay, most of you selected, I'm fully committed. And whatever timeline it takes, okay? And we that is clear. You love that. We have invisible data to you that are very compelling. Number one, number of people. Here's another one. So the number of people actually took the tour, or of most of you go into the same survey as 10 times a day. The overall sessions of in a day, right? Millions and millions and millions of logs in. Thought this would be possible for all this time.
What's up, guys?
It was me.
It's very
Connor,
simple.
give me
Something blinked.
Or a few there, Ash. You froze
Okay. Okay, no problem.
back.
So far,
Your video's off.
my video is not on.
It's not
Nope.
on.
No, not on.
Okay, let me click again.
No.
Did it work?
It's
No.
not on.
Not yet.
Screen is freezing. Okay. Let it refresh. That's okay. This is live.
What you said was so powerful, it like froze.
He is coming back in shortly, everyone.
Okay.
Give us a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay now.
That's incredible data he's sharing. Very, very, incredible.